All right, let's get this video started. So sorry I've been kind of out of the loop lately. I mean, even though I'm unemployed right now, I don't know. There's not really that many videos to make. Besides just, you know, regular season. It's starting in about a few days, like 4 or 5 days. Um, Chicago Cubs are officially out of the playoffs, and they still um, lay eggs against against Pittsburgh. So it's safe to say it's a really tough been a really tough week for Chicago sports in general. We lost, the Cubs lost 9 games in a row. And those 9 games would have put us in, tied for the division lead with the St. Louis Cardinals. Now, obviously, that's just we would have been like on a 14-game win streak or something like that if we had actually won all 9 of those games. But still, that would have put us, in the division, tied for division lead with the Cardinals. Instead, we let Milwaukee get past us, and now we are officially out of the playoffs. Well, we've been out of the playoffs for 2 days now, so yeah, really frustrating. Chicago didn't look much, or the Blackhawks didn't look much better. I will say though, the Bears did win. The Bears won that game against the Redskins. Really good game. We got out to a really good start, and then we kind of just like cruised the rest of the way through. 31-15. So not the way I would have ended it, but I mean, hey, it's still a 16-point win over Washington. Trubisky, I guess, after hearing criticisms about how his offense is kind of lacking and stuff, he finally just decided to push the dial to 11 and just go crazy and do some good stuff on offense and all that stuff. The Bulls, I mean, I really haven't really followed the Bulls ever since Jordan left, which is even before my time, so I really don't follow the Bulls much at all. I mean, the only time I ever watched the Bulls was in the early 2010s when we had Derrick Rose and Joakim Noah and all that stuff, and we had a promising run to the in the playoffs and all that stuff, and didn't really come to fruition. But that was like literally like the only like year or couple years that I actually watched the Bulls. But yeah, just again, really, really frustrating for Chicago sports. Blackhawks laying that huge egg against Washington at home, 6-0. Just nothing was happening. I mean, just puck possession was really bad. Passing was super horrible. I was actually quite lenient on the passing. I said passing was a little shoddy, so I was giving them the benefit of the doubt, saying that, oh, hey, they'll fix things up. No, Washington's defense was actually not crazy, but I mean, we should have been able to just at least breeze through it a little bit. I mean, first period, in the first like 10 minutes or so, DeBrincat had a couple really good chances out in front of the net. One of them, he just couldn't get his stick out of the way to bat the puck into the basically wide open net. And the second one, the puck just skated right past him, and it's too far away from him. So I mean, I wouldn't blame him for that one. I wouldn't blame him from either of those chances. But I mean, like, hey, when your whole team decides to just not show up, I mean, yes, it's preseason. You can try and shrug it off as preseason, but this is literally the closest roster we have to the regular season roster, and nothing happened. And we decided to send Adam Boquist back down to minors again. And then all of a sudden, now we decide to call up a few guys from Rockford to play against Boston. So I have no clue what kind of direction Chicago wants to head in right now. I don't know what they're trying to do. Just hopefully they can get their stuff in time for the playoffs, or not for the playoffs, for the regular season. Hopefully they can make it back to the playoffs this year. I'm very confident that they can. I mean, as long as Kane and Taves are on the team, I mean, you've got a really good potential there. Defense is just looking kind of weird. Honestly, I mean, I like I like Boquist. That kid's got some really good potential. He's got some really good offensive capabilities. Some good defensive stuff as well. I mean, of course, he's a defenseman. That's what we drafted him for. Doc, I feel like he fits really well with the team. I like Doc. Even though he might not have been the number 3 pick that a lot of people were expecting in like Turcotte or Byram or something like that. Doc is a really good kid. I like it. I like him. I mean, other Chicago fans and other people in general can flame him, all they want for him, not really being projected to be number 3, and that Turcotte should have gone or Byram should have gone. I like the kid. After seeing what he's done in the prospect camp, I like the kid. He's got some unique talent for a forward. He's a much bigger forward than most people are expecting these days, with like the game being all about speed and whatnot and agility. I mean, I think he's like 6 foot and 185 pounds or something like that. He's definitely a lot bigger forward than most people would see. But I mean, he's got some talent. I really do like the kid. I really do want to see him. If not this year, definitely should be able to be good to go next year. But yeah, until the Blackhawks can figure out what they're doing, I don't know what to do with the team. I'm still gonna cheer for them. I'm still gonna hope that they make the playoffs. But I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. They're going in to play Boston tomorrow night, and they're on the plane ride to head out to Prague and Czech Republic to begin the regular season against the Philadelphia Flyers. So I don't know. Speaking of the Philadelphia Flyers, I saw the game last night with the Rangers, and I was kind of hoping for I was cheering for the Rangers. Not that I don't actually do like the Flyers, thanks to a friend who is actually a Flyers fan, and he kind of got me, hooked onto the whole fan base and everything, and the whole history behind the Broad Street Bullies and all that stuff. So I don't know. I was just pulling for New York because this is besides the 2014 Cup run, this is the most I've ever pulled for the Rangers to win. They got a promising young forward in Kapokako. They completely stole the Panarin sweepstakes, and they signed him to a fat contract. So hopefully, he performs to that contract. The Rangers are done rebuilding. They're absolutely done rebuilding. There's no way they're signing Panarin to some ridiculous $10-11 million contract for a few years just to miss the playoffs. That was not the plan. That absolutely, they are 100% not rebuilding anymore. So this season moving forward, they're aiming for playoffs. And honestly, not a day too soon. I mean, Lundqvist is 37 years old. The crown still fits. I mean, King Henrik is still King Henrik. But just for how long? I mean, I think his contract is up sometime soon, I think. I don't remember. Let me go ahead and double check on Cap Friendly here. This is really bad. But that's what I do when I just decided to turn the camera on and start talking. His contract, $8.5 million per year for 2 more years, and then he's up at age 39. So he's 37 right now. He has no movement clause. And, you've got Georgiev as backup, and that's it, And they have, they have some crazy contracts out in buyout right now. They have Girardi's. Girardi's is $3.6 million right now, and then it's going to be $1.1 million for the next 3 years after this year. So 4 years. They have Ryan Spooner for $300,000 for 2 more years. Shattenkirk's going to be $1.48 million this year, $6 million the next year, and then the next 2 years after that, it's going to be $1.4 million. So, yeah, that's not really the best situation, but I mean, hey, the Shattenkirk, he really needed to. Honestly, there was no other option. They had to buy his contract out, so can't really blame him for that. Girardi, he retired, so I mean, that's that. But yeah, Trouba looked really good last night for the defense. I'm really on about defense right now, all because of Chicago not really having the best defensive abilities right now. I mean, they like I said, as long as they got Kane and Taves and stuff like that, offenses, they don't have any problems with offense, especially now with DeBrincat being, I would argue, a 50-goal scorer. He hit 40, 41, 42 goals last season, something like that. Let me go ahead and check real quick. It's weird to not see Chicago all the way up at the top of the salary cap thingy. Let's go to Alex DeBrincat. Yeah, he's still got one more year on that entry level contract. Yeah, he scored 41 goals last year. He scored 28 in his rookie season, and he played all 82 games both seasons. I guess he just needed to have a little bit of time to warm up in the major leagues. So, but going back to the Rangers. Rangers won last night. Really good showing. Good move by Zibanejad for that. The only goal in the shootout. I'm kind of losing my words here, but Artemi Panarin, 11.6 mil. They're not rebuilding with that. Zibanejad, you got Chris Kreider, Nemesnikov. I feel $4 million is kind of crazy for Nemesnikov, but I mean he's still a decent player, so I don't know. I guess he can. I don't really watch Nemesnikov too much. Capo Caco, 18 years of age, entry level contract for 3 years. He's gonna make a big difference on the team immediately. Lias Anderson had some good stuff last night. Let's see, but yeah, Lundqvist. I mean, he's 37 years old. He's still showing up. He's still doing great. Hopefully they can win the cup either this year or the next year. Hopefully before Lundqvist decides it's enough of a career and just hangs the skates up. I would love to see him win the Stanley Cup. I would love to see New York win the Stanley Cup. So, Anyway, by the way, I'm wearing my Vegas jersey just for no apparent reason. I just needed to throw a jersey on. Didn't really want to wear any of my Chicago jerseys, or I don't really want to wear my Rangers jersey either. I don't know why. I've just been wearing it quite a bit for the Rangers games. So, and just wear something that I really haven't worn on camera yet. Anyways, this is an authentic. This is James Neal number 18. There's a button here, so this means that it is the first year batch. So for the people that think that my other two Adidas jerseys don't have the button, they're obviously fakes. They're not fakes. They're very much real. It's just they stopped doing the button for the first after the first year. So this jersey is actually really it's very flashy. This gold here kind of sticks to your arm and it kind of pricks your arm hairs quite a bit. So it's very sandpaper-ish. Same thing with the let's get the mic out of the way here. With all the gold on here too. So anywhere that there's like gold, this is more of like a faded. So this is not gold. It's supposed to be like a shadow. This, however, it's all gold out here. It's all gold up here, and it's really sandpaper. You can kind of hear it almost. So yeah. Anyways, going back to what I was talking about. So yeah. I like the showing by D'Angelo last night. D'Angelo did pretty good. Brady Shea, if it weren't for him, we probably could have been looking at a Flyers win. He burned the last 10 seconds and, sent into overtime. So, yeah. But that game, third period, bit of a doozy. Wow. I remember Sam Rosen and Joe Micheletti were actually they wanted the clock to just keep going. It was a very boring third period. First period was pretty nice. They had some couple good fights, but I don't remember who it was in the first. Was it Shea or Heel? I don't remember. Or it could have been someone else. I don't remember. It might have been Shea. Actually, let me. Yikes! I don't remember. It probably could have been Brady Shea that got into a fight with Couturier. that helmet came off, and he was the ref was just like, nope, 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 nope. And this, I mean, I like that they're putting player safety first, but like fights, man, I want them to happen again. Like I'm not advocating to just have fights all over the place, but like don't break up a good fight. I mean, yes, I understand the helmet came off, but as long as they don't target the head, you should be fine. I mean, I don't know. That's just my 2 cents on it. I've grown up, just loving hockey fights. I've actually been to, I think, every single game that I've gone to. There has been a fight, at least for the block. No, actually, that President's Day game in 2011. That game against the Blues didn't have a fight, at least not that I recall. 2 fights in the Columbus game where Victor Stalberg scored his first hat trick, and that was actually my 14th birthday. I think I've told you this already. That had a fight in there. And the December 8th, 2010, against the Dallas Stars at home, there was a fight there, and they were actually wearing the Winter Classic jerseys, which is why I all of a sudden just really wanted that jersey, for a good 10 years or so, and now I finally got it. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen that one too. It's the one with the tan stripe in the middle. So that one's really nice. Anyway, yeah. Anything else? Oh yeah. Laine finally resigns. I believe it was 2 years at 6.75 mil. Yep, 6.75 mil for 2 years for Laine. Took a hot minute. I mean, it's kind of short. Was expecting 3 or maybe 5. 2 years is still fine. At least they. I thought someone was opening the door. I think that was just the cat. Yeah, I think that was the cat. But anyways, yeah. So 2 years at 6.75. Not the longest contract. I mean, not the contract that some of us were hoping for Laine, but I mean, hey, at least he's locked up with the Jets for 2 more years. So yeah, now all that's left is to sign Kyle Connor, and then they're all set. Looks like most, if not all, the teams should be at that point right now where they got their entire roster ready and stuff like that. So yeah, let's see. Also, Braden Point, 3 years, 6.75 mil. Really making that Marner contract look kind of more like a joke now at 10.8 mil. Yeah, I mean, after he signed, it was made clear that Braden Point actually had some hip surgery or something like that. Some surgery that he needed to go on before he could play. So he's going to be missing quite a bit of the regular season. Good on Tampa for not saying anything until after he signs the contract. So hope he recovers well, and I hope he has a good contract year for Tampa. I mean, they've got a really, really big pressure to win this year, especially after what happened last year. So yeah. Anyways, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Man, that Marner contract, I can't get over that fact. Marner at 10.8. Meanwhile, Braden Point gets 6.75 for 3 years. Yikes, Stupus. Yikes. I was expecting 8. Honestly, I was expecting 8, 8.5, 8.75, 10.8. I mean, he's a good player, so we'll see what happens with Toronto. I still want it to win as well. There's a lot of teams I want to win next year. Chicago. I mean, Toronto would be nice. New York would be absolutely amazing. I would love the Rangers to win. Yeah. Anyways, I'll get into more of that once the season goes a little bit further, and we see some more stuff happening and all that crazy stuff. 20 minutes. Almost 20 minutes. Wow, got some gas. But yeah. So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts for right now. Yeah, I don't know. This is what happens when I just I had nothing else to do. I just decided to turn the camera on and start talking for about 20 minutes or so. Just topics all over the place. But yeah, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, what this preseason has meant to you so far. Any of the, if there are any other contract signings that are really baffling to you this preseason, go ahead and let me know in the comments down below. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.